In the early 19th century, Europe was engulfed in war. Napoleon Bonaparte's armies marched across the continent, reshaping borders and toppling monarchies. In the midst of this chaos, one empire made an unprecedented decision, one that would forever change the history of two nations. In 1807, facing an imminent invasion by French troops, the Portuguese royal family did the unthinkable. Instead of surrendering or fighting a losing battle, they fled. But not to a neighboring European country. They sailed across the vast Atlantic Ocean, under the protection of the British. Navy Prince Regent Dom João ordered the transfer of the entire Portuguese Royal Court to its largest colony, Brazil. Imagine the scene. Thousands of people boarding ships, nobles, servants, soldiers, carrying with them the royal archives, priceless treasures, and the very seat of government. Lisbon was left behind as the empire itself went on the move. In January 1808, after a long and arduous journey, the fleet arrived in Salvador Bahia. A short while later, they settled in Rio de Janeiro, which overnight became the new capital of the Portuguese Empire. This was a moment unlike any other in modern history. For the very first time, European monarchy was ruling its global empire from a colony. The impact on Brazil was immediate and profound. Dom João opened Brazilian ports to international trade, shattering centuries of restrictive colonial monopolies. New institutions sprang to life: the country's first printing press, the Bank of Brazil, military academies, and centers for art and science. Brazil was rapidly transforming from a simple colony into the vibrant heart of a transatlantic empire. By 1815, this new reality was official. Brazil was elevated to the status of a kingdom, equal in rank to Portugal, forming the United Kingdom of Portugal, Brazil, and the Algarves. This political shift fueled a growing sense of national identity and autonomy among Brazilians. But this new arrangement created tensions. Back in Portugal, liberals grew restless and demanded the king's return to a war-torn Europe. In 1821, Dom João VI reluctantly sailed back, leaving his son Dom Pedro to rule Brazil as regent. The stage was set for the final act. Just 1 year later, inspired by the incredible transformations that began in 1808, Dom Pedro refused to return to Portugal. On September 7, 1822, he declared Brazil's independence. Unlike many of its neighbors, Brazil did not fracture into smaller republics, but emerged as a single, unified empire under its own monarch. The transfer of the Portuguese court was far more than a desperate escape. It was a pivotal turning point in world history. It inadvertently accelerated Brazil's development, planted the seeds of its independence, and reshaped the destiny of a continent. In 1808, an empire crossed the ocean, and in its wake, history followed. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that shaped our world.